Gandhi, that was a tough watch from the stands, I guess from the bench it was too.
Yeah, I said at half time it was probably most embarrassing first half performance I've had as a manager. Just lacklustre, not good enough, and it's crystal clear to see some of the players are just not good enough. I have to take responsibility for that. I've brought them in and we haven't been good enough all season. We've shown fits and starts, but ultimately, the players we brought in have just not been good enough and not up to the job. And unfortunately that falls on my head, and it's reflected in today's performance.
It was a difficult start, but they only scored within 10 seconds, and they did score 4 minutes. And the head sort of dropped straight away, almost from kick-off when things weren't going well.
We had the same issues away at Whitby. We knew they had good movement and rotation. We spoke about it before the game. We asked them to take responsibility and manage the game and stay with runners. And like I say, when we should have scored after 10 seconds, and they could have scored 6 or 7. They could have scored at will today, and lack of pride, passion, desire. They just chucked the towel in, and yeah, I'm just lost for words today. As a manager, you don't ever want to be involved in games of football like that, and the players have certainly chucked us under the bus today.
It's easy to look at the table, isn't it, and think, well, look, not enough massive amount to play for in a sense, but pride comes into it, doesn't it? And especially as a manager, I expect you want to see for the fans as well that pride showing, and at times it just hasn't. You feel?
No, lack of pride. I spoke to the players 3 weeks ago. And we're talking about deals for next season, and you're playing for your contracts next season, or whatever you want to do. So, does it look like some of those players want to play for Matlock time? No, it doesn't. We've tried everything, this season, and unfortunately we just fell way short. Just not good enough.
There's been mitigating circumstances at times, injuries and suspensions and losing marks and things like that, but at what point do those not become factors in the end for you? Do you look at the side you've got out there today and in previous weeks and think they're still good enough to do better than that?
The side I put out today I thought was good enough to win the game. You bring Sol back, you bring Yatesy back, you bring Nath back, you've got Woody back into midfield, and you think you're stronger, but when you lack desire, when you don't stay with runners, when you don't have any quality on the ball, and unfortunately that's been a downfall all season. Lack of quality on the ball, don't keep the ball for long periods. The season was done once we lost Martin. We've not been able to replace him, and it's always been an uphill battle since then. But you still expect some fight, some passion, and we just haven't got that.
So a week to go now, a week at least until the next game. How do you lift them and try and avoid a repeat of this kind of day, and indeed some other days we've had this season?
How do we lift them?
Yeah.
Bring a whole new team in? I don't know. I'm just deflated today. You want to come and I thrive on energy, and you give them energy and you give them passion, and you get nothing back. So I'll reflect on my own performance and situation, and then see what Monday brings.
And as someone who does wear your heart on your sleeve like you do, we see it week in, week out on the bench. Even for you today, I think at times you sort of retreated a little bit. Was it just that deflating that you just thought at the end of the day, what more can you do?
Just suck the life out of me today. When we say we've got to start the game well, and they should score from kick-off. We're 2-0 down at home. When we're really good at home, and you see people miles off the opposing players, and no fight, and that reflects on me. If they've got no fight, no passion, then maybe I'm not doing my job right.
Thank you for talking to us today. Cheers.